Sambuddha Saranai. Sabbadanam Dhammadanam Jinate. The gift of Dhamma excels all other gifts. Good evening and a very warm welcome to Beyond the Vision, brought to you by the Buddhist channel. Of course, today we are going to start a very important discussion with two important personalities.
Buddham Saranam Gacchami Dhammam Saranam Gacchami Sangham Saranam
And before I introduce them to you, I would like to put it this way. Where the world is full of the burden of lust, hatred, delusion, ignorance, and all these unwholesome deeds that people accumulate. And due to the reason that people have these unwholesome deeds that they accumulate, of course, conflicts happen in the society. And we are always showing you the path to be away from these deeds and to walk in this eternal path that Lord Buddha has shown us. And of course, as we always say, the key is given to us. This key is the Noble Eightfold Path that Lord Buddha has shown. And it is our duty to walk in this eternal path and reach the eternal goal, which is the ultimate happiness we talk about. And this is Nirvana. So today, as I promised you, we do have two important personalities, and I would like to welcome Venerable Buddha Dhatu, a Vietnamese monk who is currently residing in Australia, and Reverend Chittananda Bhikkhuni, again a Vietnamese Bhikkhuni and who is currently residing in Australia and is also pursuing education in Sri Lanka. So a very good evening to both of you once again. So talking about Venerable Bhikkhu Dhatu, you were a victim of the Vietnamese War, and this is one terrible war that took place. I think you were a victim of it when you were 9 years old, and so I think you will have those memories of those experiences. So I would like to ask you, tell us a little bit about your childhood and how you actually entered to the Sambuddha Sasana.
Well, as you know, war, it brings suffer. That's why I try the best to stand up after injury 9-year-old and in hospital for 4 years. More than that, 6-time operation, including when I in Melbourne, Queen Victoria Hospital. And later on, when my father come to Melbourne, I asked him, Daddy, why grandma early she blind? And my father said, because she meet you when you're in hospital. So that is the point. So I say to leader of the country, on politics, brother, sister, and religion, even Muslim, Baha'i, Buddhist, Catholics, or everyone, we have to end the war of our inner war, and the civil war and outer war will be end. War, it brings tear and plus of our brother, sister. So all of you can share the returning from that, the book, and I write 2 songs. War is not holy, and another song, holy war. So the outer war is not holy, but inner war, when we fight with our desire, hatred, and ignorance, that we bring peace for ourselves, society, and the world benefits. I say this way: after the war, after injury, I'm too suffer. I suicide few times because I cannot stand. But I have affinity part line, the sea of the enlightenment or the sea of wisdom with the Holy Sangha. So after discharge from the American hospital, and one of evening with a group of young friends in the school, and I see one monk who walk in the beach, and I follow him. I hope all of you can go to the Returning from Death, that book, can say I lost. So remind me, and I enter to the holy path only age of 13. Yeah.
Right, Venerable Sir. So that was the history as to how you came into the Sambuddhasasana itself. Yes. So moving on to Reverend Chitrananda Bhikshuni, I would like to ask you, so how did you actually come into the Bhikshuni Sasana itself? And tell us a little bit about yourself.
When I was student in my country, so I have one place go to practice before I enjoy working, enjoy work. So I came to my temple now. I never seen like this because when in my country they have many Buddha picture.
Right.
Just but not like in Sri Lanka or India or Thailand. So first time I see that picture, the Buddha picture, I would like. So how in my mind, first time I don't know what is Buddha. So when I see that picture, I would like. So after a few times, I came to my temple and become a monk, become a nun.
Right. So, and talking about your education, so you pursue education in Sri Lanka, is it? So, tell us a little bit about that aspect also.
I studied diploma Pali and Buddhist in Kenanisa University.
Right. Okay. And moving on to Venerable Bhikkhu Dhatu, actually you are very much fortunate to be under the tutelage of Venerable Piyadasi Nayaka Thera. So tell us about that aspect of it.
I'm very proud. I have a great teacher. And when you read my book, you see some the song I write for the truth band in England and London. They make the above that. But I never believe on part line or affinity when Venerable Piyadasi in Melbourne and Sydney with Soma Thera.
Indeed, yes, Venerable Sir. Actually, Venerable Piyadasi Nayaka Thera, he's a Venerable Sir who has done a great service to the entire world, I would say, not only to Sri Lanka, but to the entire world. And I think you should be very fortunate to be a pupil of Venerable Piyadasi Thera, indeed.
Sure, because he's traveling 80 countries and myself only 45. And his brother monk is uncle Venerable Narada, very famous in Vietnam.
Of course,
and we go to temple there, and he followed his brother monk to come to Vietnam 17 times, and Venerable Narada 33 times. Right. So in Vietnam, most of us, we read the book, Buddha and his teaching from Narada, and my teacher, his book is translation about 14 years back. Anyway, I'm very happy, and I cannot believe the island of the Dharma, wonderful like Sri Lanka. When I go to play with my teacher, and he introduced for me, and so much learn the truth from him. Yes.
So, and in fact, as a messenger of peace in Australia, you seem to be rendering a great service to the people of Australia as well as to the people of Vietnam. So if I may ask you, Venerable Sir, you were a part of Vietnam in the beginning, but what made you to travel to Australia and render this great service to the people of Australia also?
Well, the downfall of the South Vietnam government, and on that a lot of people refugee and they escape Vietnam by boat.
Right.
We call boat people. And early, I'm the one of that because of my uncle now in Norway. He asked us to go with, and my family, my sister, and all other we join on. And I come to Australia after Vietnam War. And you know that in Australia and Europe, America is a Catholic country. Very hard for you to see the monk there. Very difficult.
Certainly, yes.
But I have the good affinity and lean with the family of the Westerner. I grew up in the hand of my godmother.
Right.
So from there, so good. And when we build it there, I know how to apply to get the furnish and to bring the part of represent the ancient part. One day you can see the DVD. You can see 18 countries, different monks around the world, and we go armed. That is the time when our Saka Muni, after enlightenment, he nothing to bring back to home, but he bring the part of the ancient present and future Buddha generation with the bow in the hand and with the backdrop like this.
Right.
So this is the great gift, the gift of love, care, and for the devotee, human divine, they happy how to learn to give, to plant the seed of merit in the farm, in their heart. Giving is the way we learn more and become good fortune on the future.
Indeed, yes, Venerable. So that's very much important. And in fact, you have also been instrumental in helping to set up the Heart for Peace Foundation in Vietnam itself. So tell us about the services that this particular foundation renders.
Well, we say about Heart for Peace. Heart for Peace is not Minawang open that, but when our Lord Buddha, after enlightenment under the Bodhi tree, and he say, inner peace, universal peace. So after 2,500 years, Petra Minawang, he continue the Sakyamuni Dharma. That means not ancient or whatever he say, what did the Buddha do in the past, what did the Buddha teach in the past, we must follow right and cannot release, cannot what you call change or cut off. Right. So when I'm young, I grow up, I yet follow my teacher, and really we learn just only the chanting and do some temple service. Right. But the time when I in Australia, honestly, if I not meet PDC, I don't know how I can sit in the Hood temple today and look like the billionaire Dalai monk, not the Dharma monk. But the time when he see what is my knowledge and where I come from, so he asked me to come to Sri Lanka.
Right.
And that is the father and son, where he loved me like the son. So he said a lot. So he say, bring the Dharma to the world, like the Asoka mission.
So that was the first time you visited Sri Lanka, is
Yes.
it? Right.
That's why he sent me around the country. The most he sent me in Mahinda.
Right.
And where is the rock of Mahinda, sleeping there and more. Every evening, only me and him, he said a lot, the true history, because we believe it too much. So he told me, do not believe it, but you come to see. The people make up story, and you so with heart, you so kind, easy to be brainwashed. So he told me, come to see whatever I talk, you must investigation and benefit for you for on being and do it.
Of course, yes. So that's what we say in Lord Buddha's teachings. You have to see things and then you have to investigate and then try to see things as they are, which is very much important. So, Venerable Sir, when was it the first time that you arrived to Sri Lanka? That was at the time when Venerable Piyadasi was there, isn't it? When was it that the first time you arrived?
The first time when I left Bangkok, there is a traffic jam in Bangkok, so I cannot read the first time.
Right.
The second time, after rebook the ticket, I don't want to disturb Venerable, so I went to the airport and I walked from airport to Wadiyarama.
Right.
And that day, you see the man yet now in office there, he's here there. And the time of that, I cannot believe the Prime Minister and Minister come to meeting in Wadiyarama.
Right.
And security bodyguard, they cannot understand how the monk like this and a pet rope like this and say the student PhD. But after they give him a nod and he come out and he touch my hand and he hold my hand and he say, my son, go in. So all of them get shocked, because there is full security and armed too, because the Prime Minister and Minister there. And I stay in net of his room. After a few months, he said to me, come to Sambuddhi Vihara here. So.
Right. So, Venerable Sir, after that day, I think you've arrived today to Sri Lanka once again. So, what do you feel about the difference in the country itself?
What I say, very touching when I come back here, I see my brother monk Kusala Dhamma do very well.
Right.
And at least we bring the food of Dhamma to a million of the Sri Lanka citizens. More than that, the number of the service, all of you join in. An important point, we are in one now. The country join in one, not like North Korea and Korea. You see the war by ignorance, the people divide not only the mind, but the country. So we happy our country is in one, so great peace. More than that, we want to share with all religion. We are the children of Mother Earth and universal King at all Lord Buddha.
Indeed, yes, Venerable Sir, and it's very much important to realize that we are all one and we are all brothers and sisters and we need to rise up as one together, and that is how we can make this world a wonderful place to live in, isn't it? And in fact, in the year 1995, I think you've carried out a mission to help people around the world. So tell us about this mission and how successful was it?
When I meet Venerable, my teacher, he said to me, like my second portrait, if you stay one place, the water will be dirty and green. So at the Bhikkhu, you have to wandering, and that benefits for human and other beings. So that's why he told me to go country to country, and must say, touch the heart of not only the high class of the governor, billionaire, Hollywood, but even the fish or the animal, they can feel the love from the Son of Buddha, the true Son of Buddha come to them.
Of course, yes, Venerable. So that's very much important. And another significant thing is that Venerable Buddhadata Thera is going on alms. I think now currently it's very difficult to see Venerable Sirs who actually practice going for alms, isn't it, Venerable Sir? So I think you've had several experiences in different countries while in your journey going in alms to different countries as well. So tell us about those experiences.
You see, in Thailand, Burma, Laos, Cambodia, every morning at least many moving temple to the home. We see the morning when the monk go armed that bring the garden, the farm, for the devotee to have a chance to plant their seed there. But when I in Sri Lanka early, I go with my teacher 1 or 2 times in Wadiyarama, and he told me go around east, south, and practice at the Buddha time. So you see this way, even we continue Dharma talk and we gain the mythical power, you can move the mountain, or you can use the mythical power and appear 1,000 of the ton of gold or the mountain gold, but not better than go arm. Go arm, they have two things important point. The monk or the sangha, we practice overnight ourselves, and when we told ourselves we are beggar. Our Sakyamuni, the prince. Mahinda is prince. But for the ego of the kingdom, for something like that, they cannot achieve to non-self. So when I go armed, I always think about non-self. No ego, not I am, or whatever. That is one point. And
It's very important.
yeah, very important. And we are not worried about the food. But if we stay in one place, only the people around us and continue same people dana. But when we go armed, many people different. You see, when I come to Sri Lanka first early and did the time, the first day when I go armed, the ex-president lady, first lady, she follow in and offer dana. Another one, the one who some year ago he dana one, and he picked me up this time in airport. He see that day he dana, but important is a Muslim man can offer dana. Yesterday, not only Muslim, but Catholics, Hindu, and you can surprise more. Is a Muslim man. Yesterday Muhammad's birthday, but he translated Dharma to the Ceylon people. How
That's
good
very
like that?
important.
Very
Okay,
good of that.
yeah.
So our Buddha teaching is beyond religion. No sect, no tradition. You see that. Now this today is Bhikkhuni, she a Theravada, and this venerable sitting there is a Theravada, and my cousin there who attacked video, she Mahayana, and they asked me, what yana you are? And I say this 2 points. One is non-yana, or another one is yet only continue the path of liberation. We call Buddha jhana. So we live at the Buddha time. We eat only one sitting a day. When 11 o'clock to 12, after midday, even 1 second, we're not allowed to touch the food. And you see that we eat in the bowl. We go armed with the bowl. I see many temples, a lot of bowl. But it's very rare to see the monk or Sonya monk to eat in the bowl. When I'm with my teacher, Pidasi, I forgot until when he passed away, 1999. Never one time eat with our bowl. And wherever he go, even to the west, he carry a bowl along. So what he do, exactly I follow, cannot change even a little. And one more important point he taught me. When I left Sydney to come to here, and I asked my Heart for Peace in New South Wales, in Sydney, and they mark a lot of the travel jet, about $5,000. And I call him. He say, no need that. The son of Buddha, wherever you go, the devotee and human diva can protest, can dana. So $5,000 jet, he said, no need. And I come with no single coin. And with him so many years, I never see he touch the money. And more than that, I have no bank account too. But I have account of the merit, account of the Dharma. So I come to this island here. I'm very happy how can this island can product the 2 group of the Dharma like Venerable Banya, Narada, and my teacher. This the gift for the human and diva, not only for Sri Lanka and the world, for the Sabha. So that's why I cannot. Now how I say to my student, 1,000 words cannot to 10 from my teacher.
Indeed, yes, Venerable Sir.
Yes.
That's very much important. And in fact, if I may ask you, now you were mentioning about dana.
Yes.
So, what could be the difference between dana and charity, if I may ask you? And a person might sometimes think, why do we give dana? Perhaps charity would be very much important and we can go into charity. So, that aspect of it, how do you see that?
We need to do the charity to help needy people. But if we do wrong, we make the people who are poor greedy, and we start from sobriety. But when we teach them how to dana, they kill the hungry God in their mind. The poor is not the material, but we have to learn this way. Why they are poor? Why are the rich? Because the rich one who are know how to dana on the past, they give by their hand and care to others. But the one who are poor, if we know how to teach them to give, that is great. So yesterday
And in fact, Honorable Sir, when a person gives dana, one important thing is you have to have that inner feeling in your heart that you are giving it, because sometimes if that selfishness is evolving inside you, and if you feel like, no, I don't want to give this, but still I have to give it, so I will give it. But then that kind of merit that you receive will not be there, isn't it, Venerable Sir? So it's very important. Intention is very important when you give a dana, isn't it?
you see this. About 10 years ago, when I eat candy,
Yes.
and I go one man, he very poor, but he got the food in his hand, and you know, when I go he give that. And yesterday we got a video.
Right.
The man, he looked like a beggar, and they live around with the poor people. So he got a little food in his day.
Okay.
But when he see the people, dana, and he get that food to dana, yet only about 5 minutes after he dana, you know how much food he returned back? He never see that food before in his life. So 14 different leaves of dana that we can give to the animal, give to the sin people, give to the one who keep the first precept, one precept, give the 5 precepts, and go up to the one who attend to the Sotaban, go up to 4 another, is the Arahant, single Buddha, and the Buddha, and the great dana is dana to ourselves. Like the Buddha say, the great dana is ourselves to give away from our 3 portions. So you see, like when we dana to the teacher can bring the benefit for the one school.
Of course.
We dana or we pay for the doctor can save one life. When we offering or tax to the leader of the country, can benefit the country. But when you are dana for the true monk, the practicing monk, it benefit for many generations and human beings. So the teaching of the Buddha, when you see the monk who go armed with their concentration, their mindful, and they live at the Buddha teaching, Vinaya Dhamma strictly, very great of that. So I say this way, we need to do the charity, but do not make the charity and harm for the people. You know, some of the center, they make a charity, and some of will own the blind people. And the people blind, they say, oh, I don't want to go to operation my eye, because if I operation, I have no people give more charity, and make them lazy and turn them to ignorant.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to use our 2 hands here, our wisdom and the heart of compassion, to do the right thing. What we do, I got a hospital, and before I come to Sri Lanka here, I have a lot of the Sydney people, like a few mother or the father of the monk here. You see the man there. He so much, he never forget that. But more than that, we save a lot of the illness people. But about the food giving, we do not worry about soft food for lower stomach, but we worry soft food for the mind and the heart. We got 3 stomach, right? Here is the petrol tank, moving toilet. Yet enough, that enough. That's why I eat only 1 time a day. But I control desire easily. But if they eat 2-3 times, for sure, with the desire, we'll overtake them, we'll capture them. And we got the middle stomach in the heart of love. Do things with love, but love without wisdom sometimes turn ourselves love with ignorance, harm. Even the monk in this day, they see go arm is look same, you know. But when I go arm, I feel very happy. At least the path of Buddha continue on this planet. So I hope all the Sangha of Sri Lanka, this is, I thank for my teacher. So I have to say the truth. Better every morning we bring the temple to our society. And do not worry about Muslim or Baha'i or Christianity to convert us. No one can convert us. No, blame them, blame ourselves. We have to do right duty. On other will enter to the sea of enlightenment, like water from river, any luck from the space, they will join to the sea of enlightenment. They will be the Buddha future, because the Buddha say they got the Buddha nature. So no religion, set and tradition at all, just follow the universal teaching at our Lord Buddha.
Indeed, yes, Venerable Sir. And in fact, moving on, in 1997, you have made your first trip to India, and you have also met Venerable Dalai Lama. And tell us about the experiences when you visited India. So this is the place that Lord Buddha was born and enlightened, and of course passed away. So this is the great land, India. So how was your experiences in this country?
Very good, big question. This is very good to share. I met Dalai Lama 1996, and that time I'm the chairman of Sangha of New South Wales.
Right.
So we arranged for His Holiness to give a talk in Sydney, and our Vihara, we offer for him one of the long life puja, long life seat on white flower.
Right.
But when I in Sri Lanka, my teacher say, go to India, and you learn what is that, because in Sri Lanka he Buddhist country. But he not told me the Buddhist already disappeared India. He asked me to go to the south, to the east, and wherever I go, do not mention I am from Sambudi Vihara, because if I say I come from Sambudi Vihara, they respect me, you know, because I'm the son of Pidesi. But he want me to come everywhere at the Bhikkhu, and I have to do whatever the Bhikkhu like. So he say, okay, better this time you go to the India. And I land, you know, very surprised. No one know about the Buddha. Yeah. And later on, I have to walk from airport to the Living University. I have to go to Four Holy Place. And I come back to Plai, and I meet some group of the our Sangha of Minawang group. They would like to meet Dalai Lama.
Right.
So they never know I'm very fan with him. So I called to Australia. I asked them to call to His Holiness office secretary there. They mentioned my name, and they just give me a few days to waiting from Delhi to go to Dharamsala. And you go to the detail in the book. Very surprised when I enter. I see 2 Thai security, and the time of that look like up there. They are playing Hollywood, playing in from Diva, and the Dharma Protection Hollywood already the morning they shot the film.
Okay.
So Barbara, she never believe the monk who are barefoot and pet rope like that, and she read on the sutra and on the Buddha history. She say, gee, this is true monk on earth. But she not say something afterwards. Anyway, they bring the dollar to offer. You know, in India, $100 very much. But when they bring like some other, my student, they done sometimes 1,000 or more than that.
Right.
But we sorry to take that. So when I go to checkpoint security, they ask me to leave the bowl back. But I say this way, ask me to exchange the 3, what they call the Saba, it's 1 billion planets, with the bow. I accept the bow because I want from home to homeless. I got that is the property of the Sangha, like the two wing, the bird with no wing cannot fly. So I reject that.
Right.
And all of them go in, whatever the thing there in the book to talk there. And the second day, third day, international monk announced by His Holiness, he say, Bhikkhu Buddha Dhatu appointment to meet me, not the 7 of them. They are overseas students. I meet him. So we come to meet this, with His Holiness, and we so much share with him.
Right.
He very intelligent and very deep about the sutra. Yet I'm sorry this, I have to say, his karma about part life, he lean to the too much to politics. That's why kin to another kin 14 lifetime, like my ancestor, 22 generation to continue the kingdom like that. What is that? On precedent, kin will be destroyed by time. But the teaching of Buddha,
Which
26th century, still, if Mahinda not take the king of Dharma way, who is Mahinda, who know? But you know, when I in Sri Lanka, my name is Mahinda. Newspaper, television about 1998, they forget about this because they call Mahinda. So, His Holiness with me, I say so much truth word, and he accept that. On the parliament, shock, you know, they move up like this. But really, I hope one day, His Holiness, to really to leave the kingdom, to throw the kingdom away, and to walk in the path of Bhikkhu life. But one day, he hold the bow, where the bow I carry along with me, that is his bow. And he used barefoot, on that day go armed. So I say this way, all the monks in Sri Lanka, Vietnam, Cambodia, and all the Mahayana, we are one. We can carry the bow and the rope with our body at the temple, moving temple. This is benefit for human endeavor. Thank you.
Indeed, yes, Venerable Sir, that's very much important. And in fact, I think in 1998, this is Venerable Bhikkhu Dhatu Thera. He has been instrumental in carrying out this strenuous walk, actually 9,000 kilometers, going into different countries, where a lot of different other countries also joined with you, isn't it? I think 24 nations got together for this, to take part in this strenuous walk, to bring universal peace to the entire world. Now, this is one great significant event that Venerable Bhikkhu Dhatu Thera has been instrumental to carry out. So I would like to ask you, how were the results of this particular event of spreading universal peace amongst the different countries, if you mind tell us?
Anyway, after the meeting with Dalai Lama, he asked me how to help the free of Tibet.
Right.
And something in too much in politics, so I reject that.
Okay.
But I say to His Holiness, better we free for our ignorance, free our desire.
That's very much important.
Then he accept to go armed, and 24 countries that joined, but about 32,000 people around the world to take part. Hollywood is filming that day, and Zijigia is there.
So from where did this particular program start, Venerable Sir?
Under Bodhi tree where the Buddha enlightenment.
Right, so this was started in India, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
And he visit the Bodhi tree,
Okay.
but yet only delivery Dhamma talk. But that the time, first time, he hold the bow, turn the king to the beggar, from home to homeless, from desire to desireless, from poor to powerless. That is universal power. So after his work for start with 24 nations, and I am take over, and I bring on the Sangha and devotee 24 countries to Chennai. After Chennai, we come to land here, and we walk. We should walk an Anuradhapura of the Bodhi tree to Kandy, because that time the tourists attacked our two temple. But the security that time not good, because between that maybe the female tiger they attack us. So my teacher say, you be careful. Your mission is very important. if something wrong, then we cannot excuse. So he called me and he say, better go to temple, from there to walk to Kuala Lumpur. So I say this way, with 18 countries, we pass by 9,000 kilometers. This is the message of peace. Peace ourselves. Wherever I go, is there even the temple, Theravada Mahayana, church, mosque, or there is the school, so many people benefit. But important point the people bring out, they see where I go to the temple, even the temple there eat meat and fish, but when I go there, anymore not slaughter, because we eat vegetable. And beside that, we eat the vegetarian, mean we keep precept, eat precept. So we got two food, one for the vegetarian here, not harm, not kill, and not killed by earth, that the animal will not die. Two, when they see the monk not touch money, they say, how can? But not touch money, but I fly 45 countries, and Hollywood, they sponsor that. A lot of money they have to pay for. And Heart for Peace, they can arrange that. So I say this way, 9,000 kilometers walk, but we walk in our heart to touching heaven and earth.
Because we can't just imagine, I mean, walking 9,000 kilometers it isn't a small thing. It's a long way. And it has to be done with courage and determination after all, isn't it, Venerable Sir?
Not easy.
It's
because
not easy.
Some countries snow, like you know, in America, when the winter time, Australia, very cold, barefoot walk. And sometimes we have to sleep near to the road, and the traffic night-time, we cannot sleep. And some time country like Thailand, very hot, but we can overcome that because we have to work hard for humanity. So on that way we can fight for our Buddha and our Holy Sangha. Other way, we sit on one place and we enjoy, and we think we do the work for the Dharma, but we never know. We can turn to become the Mara, to destroy our Holy Sangha. So I say 9,000 kilometer work, we have a lot of patience. From that we learn. And until today, I see if someone says something to me, good or bad, it's the same already. We just love them and understand we ignorant, we are same of them. We have some food of enlightenment, we try to give the food of wisdom for them, and they will be a good beings. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. And in fact, Venerable Sir, talking about this journey, how was the response from the other people of the different countries? And how were your experiences perhaps in teaching Dhamma to those people and spreading Dhamma around in different countries? Because I think 24 different nations getting together. Most of these countries, they are not Buddhist countries, but still teaching them this great Dhamma that Lord Buddha has taught us is something very significant. So how was that program itself?
Very good question again. You know, I'm lucky. I grew up from the Catholic family.
Right.
I read and the Bible in my mind. When I in India for first 3 years, I spent time in India for 10 years. I go to the Veda, that means the Brahmin Sutra. And the Koran, the same, I go to. History of the Buddhists, PhD teach me very clear like my hand. Because like the father and son, so many years I with him. So he said to me, yet love is the key. You cannot say you're Buddhist and they're Baha'i, they're Hindu, they're Muslim, they're. You cannot work it like that. He said, why I can go to any country? Because I have a heart of love. So we live with harmony, understand each other. The time of the Muslim, they want to pray, let them pray. They can join with that. You know, one person, they joined with me from Kandy, Sri Lanka, to here. And yesterday, the Muslim man come to translation, and the way he talks so nicely. So when we born from our Mother Earth, in no cell, no language, no. Yet only we know that the Mother Earth is non-cell. So learn non-cell in the Buddha teaching. But if we think we are Sri Lanka, we are Vietnamese, we are Australia, we are Buddhist and other, or we are black, they are white, or something like that, cannot work. So Peter teach me how I can live. I'm say this way, 1,000 words I cannot say how I can pray for him. Because I go until today, only 45 countries. The early time he explained for me when he go to Africa, in Tanzania. And in Africa, the president's son followed me to Singapore in Ubin there, ordination. The president's son ordination under me. But when I come to Africa, Tanzania there, I see early my teacher and Narada Venerable already built a temple there. So just love. Love is the key to open any door. Yes.
Of course, yes, Venerable sir, that's very much important. And in fact, moving on, while in your journey to different other countries, you've met different people and you've actually touched the hearts of all these other people in the different countries. Perhaps people who are poor, people who are rich, and the people who suffer from different diseases. And not only people, I think you've also treated animals. So this is one significant event in the journey that you've actually carried out, 9,000 kilometers into all these different countries. So if you might recall the memories of perhaps how you have treated these different people and also the animals also.
You see, the human and being, they can feel in. We say they cannot talk, but they talk their own language. So one day the Venerable 80-year-old, he released 3,600 cow or 6,300 cow. And he invited me to his temple for dana. And that day, I told him, Venerable, really, we need a monk like you. One, he can talk with the cow bow down. The image is the talk. So when I in India or in Africa or some of the poor country, I told them, you are not poor. I'm the poor of material. My robe here, yesterday, everyone can see my robe. And they have a suit or the slipper. They have the roulette or the watch somehow. But I have nothing. So I told them, do not worry about the poor of the material, poor of the education or poor of the IQ, the intelligence. But we worry with poor of the morality, full of our virtue. So I told them yesterday with the people who are clean the road, I say, this is a good job. Good job. You clean the country, you learn like the Singapore people. And I told them, the Muslim men interpreting for me, like your salary only 50 rupee a day. But you know how to live, you know how to content it. That is you are rich. The $1 billion man can be bankruptcy. He can earn few $1 million a year, but he spend $4-5 million a year. So you are the better than earning, you are better. So I say this way, I feel always I'm the poor of material because I go armed. The people there, even poor and rich, can give for me for living. Like my mother give me the meal in her place. So that's why I easy to communicate with them. And you see that some temple, like Hitonit Dalai Lama temple, the poor people cannot go there because right. you have to appointment for 3 months or something like that. But when I bring this moving temple to the poor ass people, later on they become the king or the queen who now, yes.
Yes, indeed, Venerable sir. That's very much important. Everybody should be treated equally. And that is how we can get everybody together as brothers and sisters so that everyone can think as one. So we can make this world, as I mentioned earlier, also a very wonderful place to live in. Indeed. And also moving on to Reverend Chitrananda Bhikshuni, I would like to ask you. So tell us a little bit about your experiences as a Bhikshuni in Vietnam itself. And how did this Bhikshuni order start in Vietnam?
First, I say to you, in Theravada in my country have maybe few nun in there, not so much. In my country have only Mahajana, Bhikkhuni and Bhikkhu. Have many Mahajana temple in there. So
Okay, I offer a little bit of this.
Right.
When our Lord Buddha, he ordered for 4 groups, Bhikkhu, Bhikkhuni, and
Upasaka, Upasika.
yes, so 2 group of support. Then later on, I don't know when and how they cut one ringgit. So when I bring the group of the Sangha from international, Korea, Japan, and Mahayana, Theravada, but their Theravada they call Mechi, enter to Thailand. And in the airport, the custom there, the immigration, they see this is MIS, but use the yellow robe. So they say, this is the lady or the man. Because they never accept the yellow robe in the female. And I answer for him, sorry, this is not male or female, this is Bhikkhuni. This is the 4 group of the order of Buddha. So I say this way, our mother is the lady. The earth is the mother. We cannot discrimination. And early, I think, some, even they are Sonya monk, but high rank, but they are jealousy. Because some Bhikkhuni, very good Dhamma talk, and very calm, very kind. Like I see her a few times, and I talk with her today. First time I see her, she very calm. She can win the heart of the many people. But when they are jealousy, they see the Bhikkhuni not follow a order from the Buddha, and they bend down. So we must say this way, someone wrong, but the country is not wrong, right? Citizen of the country is not wrong. Someone sick, but order is well. Someone stupid, but order is wisdom. Some Bhikkhuni, they are wrong, they have their banishment. We must continue the Bhikkhuni. For first, our mother, our sister, benefit. We have no right to cut the order. So the lineage of Bhikkhuni, I hope Theravada carry on. But much respect of the first Buddha order for Anand to add the stepmother, the auntie. And one more, Bhikkhuni in Theravada they have 311 precepts. In Mahayana they got 348. But the basis of 10, do we keep that or not? Some people they say to me, do you know Bhikkhu Bodharatu? I'm the 67 year in monkhood. But I say, Venerable, you should know that in 10 precepts you cannot eat afternoon and night. But I see you cooking to eat and you go to restaurant to eat like that. And even you are children here in the monkhood, to me and to my teacher, Peter said, no mean. If you come to somebody vihara, you eat at night and evening, my teacher asked me to give you or not, have to leave the temple. So important is you must keep precept, right? Precept with you, the Buddha with you. And more than that, something we think only the money we can talk. So we use the holy robe, but we hungry for money. So money or holy. I have no single coin, but I have everything. You see that? I can print 18 country monk, fly country to country. If I cannot print them these planets, how I can bring them to heaven, paradise, or empty promise with nirvana? The monk who touch money, that monk after die, they think nirvana, I think cannot be. So Bhikkhuni have to continue, but strictly with the order of Buddha.
Thank you so much, Venerable.
Good. This is I sent to Vietnam, and our Sangha, and on the world Sangha, please accept the Bhikkhuni. And we are one of the children. We are brother sister. We cannot.
Certainly, yes, Venerable.
Yes.
That's very much important. And in fact, the Bhikkhuni Sasana should be continuing in the different countries of the world. So that's very much important, because after all, we need to make sure that this great Dhamma that Lord Buddha has taught is going into the reach of all the other people in the other countries also, so that they would definitely be able to reach the eternal bliss, the eternal happiness that we talk about. So this is the eternal bliss, nirvana. And thank you very much, Venerable Buddhadata Thera, for coming here today, and Reverend Chittananda Bhikshuni also. A very good evening to you, and it's been a great discussion. And next week in Beyond the Vision, we will be able to definitely see you with another very important discussion that we hope to carry out with Venerable Bhikkhu Dhatu Thera. A very good evening to you, sir. Samma Sambuddha Saranai.